And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Do you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
I'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Now Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On now, the former Cowboy kicker, Dan Bailey. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry, 85 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now back to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. Touchdown! Jason Witten, 79 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Now it's Patterson. A beautiful fake. He won't go down. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 22-yard touchdown drive. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now back out comes the offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. On the counter, it's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. They sack him. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the blitz was on there, able to get in the backfield from the linebacker spot and get him 2 points.
Brandon, we know a defensive coordinator right now who's looking for a raise. He had that dialed in perfectly, didn't he? The perfect blitz at the perfect time, 2 points for his team.
And now here come the Cowboys. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On the give, this is their fullback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. No matter the age, John Elway can still throw the deep ball, can't he?
I think he could be 900 years old and still throw the deep ball. That's one of the best attributes of his game. Had to be hard for him to check it down because he had so much confidence in his arm. And when you make plays like that, you understand why.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Miller, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, the flat-out run. You put that whole package together, You light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A give to Henry. Room here to run. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, 29 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. After the penalty, it's Miller. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And Ty Montgomery has it complete. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's complete to Britt. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Brief break in the action here. More from Cleveland after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a first and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick, but able to see it.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Terrell Suggs coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you really script.
Lamar Miller. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lamar Miller, 75 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down, Cowboys.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage and hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it right side to Britt. A very solid gain of 27. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He's going to try and go deep again. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver?
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And Brandon, that's the 2nd sack of the game for Terrell Suggs, and that's something we've seen many times over his career. Hard to believe.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is Derrick Henry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And tough starting field position here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Here's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Breeze to throw on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, here's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
Breeze now on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Breeze. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Breeze will try again on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Finding time. He's going to go up top again. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He gets it to Cooks. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come out here in the eye. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll be third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Breeze. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On the keeper, it's Breeze. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Detroit! Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Johnson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. Breeze is looking to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Throwing right, and that's complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The pitch to Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 3 yards on the play.
At halftime, he had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Ready, 5-9.
Breeze to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They come out here in the I. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. A toss left. Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Caleb From Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down after a good gain. They'll get 23 yards there. And that'll be good enough for the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. In the red zone this time. They'll go with a keeper. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. It's a quarterback sneak. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the... And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former senior. Now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They come up in an offset eye.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play one and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big 30-yard play on third.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
We have been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. And that was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
2 yards to go here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Henry out of the pistol. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jurrell Casey able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Rex Ryan will send in the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
The one running back is Gurley. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll try the air now with Romo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, here's Romo. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Romo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Time to step aside. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to throw here. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 49 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Romo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Get ready.
Romo here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
20.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Now he's forced out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know.
And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. Ziggy Ansah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play action. It's Romo. Looking deep here for Macklin. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 3rd and long here. It's Romo. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking. Nice set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They begin with Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And now a first down following that long gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. 25 yards for the touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Ben to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. That one goes for 34 yards. And that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He'll throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Third down and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right? Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vaught, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Roethlisberger will throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And quickly, they get to the line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They come up in an offset eye. And they will simply charge, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go! What?
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Come on, let's go! What?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go! What?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Let's go! What?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Here we go! Ryan 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Always give a little extra credit to a defensive back who makes a play on a slant route, especially in man coverage, because you have so much to think about, and your number one thing is not getting beat inside. Well, that's exactly the route that was run. Typically, they try and body up a defensive back and keep him away from the football. He's able to get through him and make a play on it and knock it away.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. One.
He'll look to throw. Backing up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go now. Here we go. Green, 39.
Henry trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Over. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Gone.
They'll set up to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jordan Reed from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. He's going to air one out, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll throw now on the final play. Deep drop. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it again with Henry. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Johnson, 51 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in this...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got time in the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, 37 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And caught by Cameron right side. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that enables them to also pick up the 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Let's go. Flex round.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Flex round. Flex round.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Can't find anyone open. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Ohio. Come on. Let's go. Flex round. What? None. Flex round. Flex round. Come on. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They come up in an offset eye. On the give, this is their fullback. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there, 84 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Backing up. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So another catch for Herman Moore, and back in his day, he was a volume receiver. He still is, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. What do you have, over 100 catches 3 different times in the league? That's pretty impressive.
Still holds the franchise mark with 123 catches way back in '95. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor. Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Flex round. Flex round.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep. It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff.